Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, for those of you that are keeping track on the Long Island audit, such as myself, you'll notice his latest video that he dropped yesterday was of him going to the State Attorney General out in Connecticut criminal division, to complain about internal affairs not giving him the decision that he was looking for, which was to reprimand that supervisor who got handsy with him when he went to Connecticut's headquarters, state trooper headquarters, to complain about the officer who he feels unlawfully detained him at the airport. Now, this guy's batting 100 with officers, okay? He's got lawsuits up the ass. He's got complaints up the ass. This guy's racking them up, okay? Now, mind you, all this bullcrap that we're going through right now, because of why? Because he did not want to give up his ID at the airport. Okay? Mind you, the individual is recording checkpoints. Come on now, checkpoints. This is like the most serious thing, my opinion, the most safetiest thing. This is before people board the airplane. They're checking you to make sure you're not bringing no bombs, no handguns, no weapons. You know, nothing that will cause any problems. Nothing that will take over the airplane and fly it into buildings. Come on, the checkpoint, guys. And he's got to understand that the bad guys watch YouTube just like we do. So, you know, him recording the checkpoints and then throwing it on YouTube, come on. All you're doing is helping the bad guys, okay? You feel like you're what does he call it? Exercising his rights by recording the checkpoints? Come on now. So, anyway, people complain to an officer, the state trooper, about that. Hey, that shit is suspicious. He needs to be checked out. Hey, we all know suspicion is not a crime. But come on now. Suspicion opens the door to being questioned. Whether you want to be questioned or not, you open that door by acting suspicious. Now, mind you, when the officer approached him and got into, you know, who are you and so on, blah, blah, blah. All he had to do was, here's my ID. You know, I'm just recording. It's legal. You can't do nothing about it. Go about your business. But no, he starts this evasive bullshit and the bullshit about I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. Come on. We're getting tired of hearing that same bullshit. Why can't you just be up front? I'm here exercising my rights. I understand the checkpoints is an iffy thing, but I want to, you know, exercise my right and show that I can do shit that is just the most unusual shit to do. Okay? You start the evasive shit, police is going to react and do what they got to do. He got handcuffed, detained for, I don't know what, 15, 20 minutes, half hour the most. Supervisor came, sorted things out. Go ahead, get out of here. Okay? Now he wants to go to Connecticut headquarters to complain about that trooper. The supervisor in charge for the day at that location, when he came out, you can tell he was not camera happy, you know? And instead of saying, I'm here to complain about one officer, let me just turn my shit off and file this complaint and get it over with. No, he got to record every damn thing he does. So, you could tell the officer's not happy, gave him the help anyway. This is where you got to go, internal affairs. We can't do nothing about it. They both acknowledge, all right, thank you for your help. Goodbye. But what's he do, guys? He stays there anyway after the conversation, still recording him. In my opinion, he provoked them on purpose. They both acknowledged, okay, you got to go somewhere else for internal affairs. Goodbye. Thank you. But you're going to stand there and record him? Knowing that the cop ain't happy about the camera, you're still going to stand there and record him. And then I think what he told the officer, go back to work or some shit like that. Oh, man. Tell me this guy doesn't know how to manipulate people, pissing them off, by using his camera as well as his mouth. Okay, he's learned a lot, guys. Okay, he's learned a lot, and the subscribers eat that shit up with no problem. Okay, now he's going to Internal Affairs complaining about this officer as well, and Internal Affairs felt. Now, mind you, let me say before we get to that, I do agree that officer did get, handsy and did cross the line. He should have got a week off with no pay. I would have been happy with that. Okay? Internal Affairs felt no wrongdoing, so be it. Chalk it up. Learn, lesson learned. Okay? Don't piss people off. And now he wants to go way above, and that's good. You want to go to the top and complain to them? So be it. Now the inspector who comes out ain't happy. Listen, just because cops don't like to be recorded doesn't make them a bad guy. It doesn't make them that they're trying to hide anything. They're people. They're people like me and you. They just don't like being on a damn... How do you conversate with somebody holding a damn camera phone at you? Oh, I don't know, guys. Listen, for real. You're trying to report an incident. You want to report an officer. And I just don't understand. Like this shit with the camera, like I said it before, this shit with the cameras has gotten way out of control. I mean, it's just... and then people see because the officer acted funny, he didn't like being on the camera, right away he's a bad guy. He's trying to hide something. And he helps it out. He paints a picture for his subscribers and they eat it up. Let me show you the little clip there real quick of the inspector. And we'll talk about his actions.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we are at the Division of Criminal Justice, Office of the Chief State's Attorney. We are here today to not only peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, and to promote transparency and accountability within our government, but also to follow up and submit a criminal complaint against Sergeant Brian Fahey of the Connecticut State Police.
All right, so let's keep in mind that not only did he go to this location to file a complaint about Internal Affairs not giving him the decision that he was looking for, but he went there also to conduct a so-called audit, guys. Keep that in mind.
All right, guys, so we are at the State of Connecticut Division of Criminal Justice, the Chief State's Attorney's Office here. We're going to be speaking with an inspector, or at least attempt to, because Internal Affairs for the Connecticut State Police didn't want to do anything about the assault by Sergeant Fahey and him breaking my phone. So we're going to see if they're going to do anything here, uphold their oath to the Constitution. Chief State's Attorney. No, I'm here to speak to an inspector.
Oh, is it a complaint?
Yes. I want to file a criminal complaint. Okay. Correct. Thank you. Hi. Excuse me?
Did someone just let you in?
I just walked in.
It opened for you?
I believe there was some woman opened the door for me, yeah, when she was leaving.
Oh, she was leaving?
Yeah, she told, yeah. I didn't know there was a buzzer or anything. I just walked in. Yeah, I just need to speak to an inspector. You've got to be let in to a public building. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. How you doing today, sir?
Relax 1 second, all right? I just got to do one thing first.
Okay, sure. No problem, sir.
All right, my friend. What can I do for you?
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Hi. Can I get your name?
Well, tell me what this is about before I give you my name.
I don't see the relevance in
I
that.
do.
Okay. No problem. I'm here to file a criminal complaint, sir.
Against?
Against a Connecticut State Trooper, sir.
All right, did you talk to did you go to the,
I went to Internal Affairs. They conducted an investigation.
Okay.
And they found no wrongdoing. So I'm
Okay.
here to follow up on it as a law enforcement officer.
yeah, I'm leaving my card, you can have that.
Yeah, I would like, can you at least take a look at the video, sir?
No, I will
Why,
not.
why can't you?
Because I'm telling you I won't. You're gonna give me your name
Can-
first.
Okay, I'm
Not
just,
looking at anything, sit down.
yeah, sir, I don't understand why you
Are you
treating,
filming me now?
why are you treating
Are
me
you
that
filming
way?
it? Are you filming
I
me
film
now?
all my encounters for transparency, sir.
Sir, are you filming me now, yes or no?
I film all my
Are you
encounters.
filming me now, yes or no?
Sir, I film all my
So you're
encounters.
filming me now, that's the question.
I film all my encounters with law enforcement. That's correct,
Why is
sir.
that?
To promote transparency and accountability, and it's my right.
Very good. Your name, sir?
My first name is Sean Paul, S-E-A-N.
All right, so at the end of this video, when he does his outro for his subscribers, he will paint the picture that this officer did not want to be transparent, that the officer was a bad guy, let's say. Far from it, guys. Far from it. Just think about it, guys. He's there trying to hold a man-to-man conversation to complain about another officer. You being that officer, and you have an individual seated across from you, talking to you with a damn camera phone aimed at you. You're not going to find that a little peculiar, a little, I don't know, a little discomfort. I would, okay? You want to have a man-to-man conversation, and you want to hold a damn phone at me and record the conversation and so on. I mean, come on. He don't see anything wrong with it because he's there to make a video, to make $1, to make $1, okay? That's the way I see it.
P-A-U-L.
Last name?
Reyes, R-E-Y-E-S.
So this incident with state police happened where?
The Connecticut State Police Headquarters.
Today? No, the incident that you're complaining about.
You said where, correct?
When?
When? When would be July 23rd
Of this year?
of this year, correct, sir?
At CSP headquarters in Middletown?
Correct, sir.
Okay. And why did you go there, sir?
I was there to file an internal affairs complaint on another officer.
Okay. So your complaint is not the initial,
No,
it's about the...
I was assaulted and my phone was broken while I was making a complaint on a separate incident.
All right. Were you arrested?
No,
Okay. Did you go to the doctor?
no, sir.
Do you have any proof that there was an injury?
Other than I have video evidence of a battery,
All
sir.
right. This is gonna be a yes or no question.
Okay.
You said your arm was broken, yes or no?
I never said my arm was broken.
What did you say about your arm?
I didn't say anything about my arm. Well, I said that I was battered,
Before that, I thought you said something about
broke my phone.
broke your phone.
Yes.
All right, I thought you said broke your arm. Broke
Correct.
your phone.
Broke my
Okay.
phone. Correct.
Okay. Did this happen inside or outside?
Outside.
Okay. Is this the phone that you have now?
No, I since bought a new phone.
Okay. So you made a complaint. You went to the Washington. You went to Middletown CSP headquarters to file a complaint about an incident that happened prior to July 23rd.
Earlier in the day it happened, correct.
Okay. Did it happen on the highway?
No, it did not.
Okay. So you went to the CSP to file a complaint against that incident the
Correct.
same day, and you're telling me that while you were there, you were assaulted
Correct.
and your phone was broken.
It was taken from me, thrown to the ground, broken. Correct.
And then what happened, sir?
I was just assaulted. He removed me off property physically. He pushed me back this was a sergeant of the police department. His name is Brian Fahey,
Okay.
B-R-Y.
That doesn't matter to me right now. So the state police conducted an internal affairs investigation.
That's correct.
Determined no fault,
Correct.
and you're unhappy with that result.
Because the video evidence is clear. That's why. Yes.
You're unhappy with that.
I am
result.
unhappy with that result.
Okay.
Correct.
Have you consulted an attorney?
No, sir. I don't need one.
Okay. And you believe,
I have an attorney, yes, I do, for civil litigation, sir. For civil.
but not for this litigation.
Not for any type of criminal complaint. No. For civil litigation.
Okay. Will you be retaining this attorney for this internal affairs investigation?
No.
Okay. You're unhappy with the, when did they give you a written report?
They gave me a findings letter.
Okay. What was the date of that letter?
It was sent to me last week.
Okay. In New York?
In New York, to my residence. They sent
Okay.
me a findings letter.
What
correct.
brings you here today?
Well, as an inspector, what brings me here today is that as an inspector, as the state's attorney's office, as the chief state's attorney's office, I came here because obviously the state police are covering for themselves. And as law enforcement, I'm here to file a criminal complaint because it is clear and obvious by video evidence and body camera footage evidence that I have that I was assaulted and my property was broken for for peacefully exercising my First Amendment right. There's also civil rights violations, but that's a federal crime, and I will be contacting the FBI regarding those violations.
Okay.
But there's definitely violations of the law for the criminal states statutes in Connecticut.
However, this is, and just to be clear, Sean Paul, you're not an attorney.
That's correct. I'm not an
Okay.
attorney.
And the command staff at the Connecticut State Police in Middletown conducted an internal affairs investigation,
That's correct.
found there was no fault on the part of the trooper or troopers.
Correct. They said he could have de-escalated a little better.
Okay. But found no fault.
No criminal fault, no.
Okay. And you're coming to the Chief State's Attorney's Office to file a criminal complaint.
That is correct, based on the evidence that I have.
All right.
Correct.
You came to file a complaint. I'm going to have to research something and probably get back to you, because although what generally Chief State's Attorney's Office would do, they'll investigate issues where there is a conflict. Now, I don't know, frankly, if this is considered a conflict or if this has to go to the local police department or to the Middlesex State's Attorney's Office. All right? So I'm going to probably have to get back to you on these issues.
This is the state's, but the state's attorney has jurisdiction throughout Connecticut.
The Chief State's Attorney's Office, of which this is, has jurisdiction on conflict issues and other issues.
What do you mean by conflict issues?
It's very simple. If there's an investigation and a possible arrest and prosecution, the Chief State's Attorney's Office may take that investigation and prosecution from the JD, the Judicial District, in this case it would be Middlesex, and continue the investigation and prosecution here.
Okay.
All right.
All I'm doing is I know how the law. I might not be a lawyer, but I do know how the law works. You are an inspector. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution and to uphold the law. I'm here just to simply file a criminal complaint. I have evidence of a crime, sir.
I'm telling you, sir, that I'm not looking at evidence right now. I'm going to take your name.
But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you look at evidence, sir?
Sean, you're asked, and I'm answering.
I have the video queued up right here.
I understand that.
You could clearly see him assaulting me.
I'm not going to look at anything right now, Sean.
But you could clearly see him assaulting me. If you would just take a look. It's a 60-second video. It's a 60-second video, sir.
We're done. We're done. Thank
For
you
me
very much.
trying to file a complaint, sir, it's a 60-second video.
I thought you were busy.
You're gonna have to leave, Sean Paul.
It's a 60-second video,
I
sir.
told you I will get back to you with a phone call and tell you what's going to happen from this point.
But sir, I'm just trying to file a criminal complaint.
All right, let's take note that the inspector is not telling him he's not going to help him out. The inspector is telling him that he has to do some research. And in a few seconds or so, we will find out that the research that he's going to do is to see whether his department is going to be, like if his department falls in that, let's say the ones that are going to be doing the investigation, or it's going to be a different department. We'll find that out in a few seconds, okay? But it's like this guy here wants to twist this guy's arm here to watch the damn video. And at that, you see the officer at that point doesn't feel it's necessary to go that far just yet. They got to find out if they will be the ones that are going to do the investigation. And I honestly, like he does the same shit when he goes to city halls. Like he wants to force his way of thinking down people's throats, whether they want it or not. And my opinion, he should be letting an attorney do this shit. Guys, his subscribers are throwing money his way, left and right, for legal fees. What do you think he's doing with that money towards legal fees? Because listen, he's not spending it on no damn lawyer. He's trying to play lawyer on everything, and that might turn around and bite him in the ass. I personally, with something this serious, I would spend that money that's being given to me for free by subscribers and spend it on an attorney. I'm surprised your subscribers don't say shit about that.
I told you what I'm going to do. So
But can I speak to your supervisor? I want to speak to your supervisor, sir.
Have a seat.
I want to speak to your supervisor.
Have a seat.
Okay, I'll wait right here.
Sit down.
Sir, I can
Either you
stand
sit
right
down or
here.
you go outside.
Sir,
Okay?
why are you escalating the situation? Why are
Either
you
sit
so
down or
upset?
you go outside.
I just want to speak to a supervisor. Why are you
Either sit down
escalating?
or go outside.
Sir, I'm here to file a criminal complaint. I have video evidence of an officer assaulting me and breaking my phone. Internal Affairs, I tried to go through the proper channels of Internal Affairs. They are covering for this officer, a sergeant. They're covering for him, so I'm here to file a criminal complaint with the inspector's office. This man is treating me extremely, he's really wrong. You shouldn't be acting that way, sir. You're escalating.
Time out. Okay. First, normally we don't accept criminal complaints here. That's not really the way the process works. But which town does the complaint arise out of?
Middletown.
Middletown. Okay. Have you contacted the Middletown State's Attorney's Office?
I figured that the chief state's attorney's office would be, all encompassing.
Actually, that's not the way it works, because we have 13 separate judicial districts, and the chief state's attorney is only the supervisor of the state's attorneys for managerial purposes only. For criminal purposes, like crimes that occur within a district, the first stop is the state's attorney for that judicial district. They're responsible for prosecuting and investigating all criminal complaints that arise in the district. So the first stop should be there. But what we can do is, if you have an issue like that, if you can put it in writing, you can email it to me. I'm the deputy chief state's attorney.
Okay.
And I will forward it to the Middletown state's attorney.
Okay.
With the understanding that when it comes from us, that we ask that they look into the issue.
They'll
assign an inspector to review your issue. That happens quite often.
I appreciate that. If I can get your card, my only.
Did I not explain that to you about the Middlesex State Attorney's Office?
Yeah,
and the Middletown Police
sir.
Department?
It's not about what you're explaining. It's about how you're doing it. You're escalating the situation. You're trying to talk to me like I'm your son or I'm beneath you.
Let's just end.
All right, so as we can see, if you don't sweet talk this guy here, you're being rude, okay? Or you're escalating shit. Now, if you remember, if you rewind back to when he got into the conversation with the inspector made that comment about he might have been, supposedly supposed to go to that other location that they're talking about right now. And that's what I guess he meant when he said he's got to do some research. Okay, but this guy, again, he tries to force his way of thinking. He feels that he knows everything. He knows the law. Okay, he knows their job. And hey, he's causing all this conflict here, and he doesn't see it. I see it. You know what I mean? He's so busy trying to make a video and shit for his subscribers to keep them happy, as well as to make a buck. Hey, I'm telling you, it's going to come back and bite him in the ass.
The back and forth, and we'll get you the information that you want, right?
Yeah, I just want to, because at the end of the day, a crime was committed in Connecticut. I have video evidence, body camera footage, and the state police are covering for they investigated themselves and found no
We
wrongdoing.
look into these quite often. I don't have.
And I would like to that's why I came here, because I wanted to file a formal criminal complaint.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just. I'll write my email down for you, and you can send it to me. Okay. Just check that.
It's not necessary, sir. What you're doing. I'm a member of the public. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. That's not what I'm trying to do. If your child was assaulted, if your wife was assaulted, and their property broken, you would be upset too, sir. You'd be upset too. You took an oath to uphold the law of Connecticut. There's too much covering in the police departments here and law enforcement.
Kevin Waller, Deputy Chief State's Attorney.
Deputy Chief State's Attorney, Kevin Waller.
And what you do is just anything that you have, we don't do attachments. So don't put it in an attachment because we can't open it up on our computer system.
I could put a link.
No, you don't even have to. Just explain the issue to me in an email.
No, but I would like you to see the video, sir.
Again, it's not for us.
Yeah.
Okay, the person who has to see it is the Middletown State's Attorney. So what you just need to do is explain the issue to me. I will send it to him. He will assign an inspector to review it, and then they'll get back to you with where they're going to be on it.
So there's no formal procedure for just filing like me writing a statement, filing a formal criminal complaint, and receiving some type of
formal complaint. No. What you need to do is you need to provide us with the information, and then a complaint is what's filed by a prosecutor after an investigation. It will be either by complaint or by warrant. That would be done by the attorneys once they decide what they're going to do. Okay?
So I should send you an email
Yep.
with what exactly happened, the details
Yep.
of what happened.
I will forward
If
that.
you forward it to Middletown.
Yep. And then they will investigate it. That's
Okay, and they'll reach out to me. How are they going to get the video evidence?
Again,
and-
that's all for the Middletown State's Attorney, what their process and their individual procedure is.
Okay.
But it'll come from us, so you don't have to worry about going over there.
So,
and
but
talking to
why
them.
was he taking down my information if you
Because
can't?
what probably would have happened was he was going to leave here, go up to my office, I'm not there right now, and figure out what the information is so that we could do this. And he was just saying that you have to go to the Middletown State's Attorney's office. I'm just saving you the step because I'm the Deputy Chief. I can just say, send it to me and I'll send it to them.
Deputy Chief, I appreciate it. I appreciate you de-escalating the situation. I don't want any issues to happen. I know you think it's funny, sir, but it's not.
Nobody thinks anything's funny.
He's smiling. He thinks it's funny. You're his supervisor, sir.
Sir, look,
I'm a member of the
We're
public.
talking about de-escalating. Let's no more editorial comments. We will take care of it.
I have freedom of speech, sir.
I'm not saying I'm going to put anybody in jail for talking. What I'm asking you to do is I'm trying to help you and answer your questions.
I hope so, sir, because I haven't been receiving a lot of help from this office.
Well,
I hope
you
so.
just
There's
got
video
exactly how-
evidence.
Okay, great. That's what we need.
Okay, great.
So you can explain that to the prosecutor who reviews your complaint and the inspector who's assigned to look into it. Okay? So you send me the stuff, I'll send it to them, and then they'll work on it. That's the way it works.
Got it. I appreciate your help today.
Constitution.
I will send you an email.
Awesome.
All right, well, there you go, guys. The deputy attorney there explained to him exactly the same thing that the inspector told him. But the inspector was telling him, hey, I got to do some research to see if this is the right department that's going to do the investigation. But no, he was so insistent that he watched that 60-second video there. Okay? And even the deputy attorney told him, that's not for us. That's for the people who are going to actually do the investigation. But this guy here, if you're not sweet-talking him, if you're not kissing his ass, all of a sudden you're escalating shit. You're the bad guy. And I'm telling you guys, from when he first started doing YouTube, he has a problem with authority figures, okay? And if you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to show you now. Let's take a look at a video when he first started coming in where he actually put his foot in his mouth and he kissed subscribers' ass big time to get out of this one here. But let me show you. This is it for this video, guys. Again, the inspector wasn't wrong, okay? And some of you may feel that maybe the inspector acted inappropriately because he was being recorded. You try having a man-to-man conversation with somebody while they're holding a damn camera aimed at you or whatever, and see how that works for you, okay? But let me show you the 24-second video when the knucklehead here, Long Island Audit, started YouTube, and you see how he got himself into trouble there. This guy is a big a-hole, okay? And his subscribers, I don't know. I'm surprised they don't see it. Let me show you guys. Let's take a look at this video, guys.
Back up.
You gonna tase me?
Yes, back
For what?
up.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Back up.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
This is a traffic stop. You do not belong.
I am far away. I have a right to film the police. The Supreme Court has given me. No, I'm not.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
For what? I'm on a sidewalk, sir.
You're under arrest for hindering. Turn around.
I'm on a
put your hands behind your
sidewalk,
back.
sir.
Turn around.
I'm
put your
walking
hands-
on a
I'm telling
sidewalk.
you right now, bud. Put your hands behind your back.
All right, let's.
All right, guys. So that is the 24-second video that he uploaded to his channel. To this day, it's still on his channel, okay? This is what he showed his subscribers, and then his commentary was illegally... I forget. He made it sound as if the officer violated his rights, was quick to pull out his taser, and so on. That's the type of shit that he was using to win over his subscribers, to attract new subscribers, and to make himself look like a victim. And then that would, I guess, show his freedom fighting down the road would be, wow, you know, this is a guy who was at one time violated by an officer. And, you know, think about it, guys. You saw the video. That's all he added. That's it. That's the only 24 seconds. You being his subscriber and you saw that video, you'd have to say, oh shit, damn it, that officer was quick to pull his taser out. He was quick to tase him, and all he was doing was standing on a public sidewalk recording. That's why the officer was about to tase his ass. That's pretty much what his subscribers said. Let's watch the body footage, which he got his hands on, but I don't think he never posted it on his channel. I was looking on his channel for it. He never posted it, guys, which will show you what the officer was doing before the asshole came into the picture, and then when the asshole came into the picture, how respectfully the officer was communicating with him until, as we all know, he defies. He's very disobedient. He likes to defy people's when told to do something. No, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it. Let me show you that clip, guys.
How you doing? Thank you. Deputy Jackson with the Sheriff's Office stops me video and audio recorded. You got your registration as well?
This is my registration. Look for my license.
Yeah, this was, man.
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
Still live in Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you turn the car off? Can I see the key? Alright. Real quick, the reason I stopped you, you rode next to me for a while there. Oh, yeah, since the McDonald's. You were right next to me at the traffic light. We made a left-hand turn.
Okay.
And then you were following the speed limit. That was fine. But once you got to here, man, you were doing 70 and a 55.
I felt issue. I wasn't trying. I kept using off the gas pedal.
Okay.
I think it's one of my suspensions because it bounced, and then I started picking up speed.
Okay.
And I was trying to tap on the brakes, so I did feel it.
Okay. You're probably better off slowing down than speeding up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you start to feel, especially if it's a suspension, you don't want to go faster. That's just going to cause a big problem.
Okay.
How old are you?
21.
You're 21?
22 in September.
What's that? You're going to?
Yes.
You're going to turn 21.
No, I'm turning 22 in September.
Oh, 22. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. All right, man. Well, I'll look at your record. You got any points on your license right now?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I can look it up.
Okay.
If I can work it out for you, I will, okay?
All right.
But I also smell the weed.
Yeah, I definitely.
Okay, you can just leave it there, man. Yeah.
I was going around. It was already open. That's all we smelled.
Okay. Well, it was pretty strong when I was pulling you over, so maybe he's out now, but it wasn't a second ago. It's not the biggest thing, man. The way marijuana laws are going and everything like that, it's been decriminalized. Anything under 10 grams, it's just a civil citation, if that. What's that?
I'm saying that being another 10 grams, meaning I'm getting.
Oh yeah, that's that. Well, then I'm not gonna be petty about nothing. You're being decent. All right, you mind stepping out though? Okay, just don't reach in your pockets or anything. Can we leave that in the car for a minute? I just don't smoke, so I just want to dump it. Yeah, we'll go back over here. You got any
just don't. Again, here you go. Turn to me. You don't have any weapons on you at all, do you? No knives, needles, nothing like that.
There's 2 knives on my door.
Nice.
That's literally for me fixing my car.
Okay. Not even worry about it. But you got nothing else on you?
Yes, sir. You can check me if you want.
Okay. I mean, if you don't mind, just real quick, man. Just change.
Yes, sir. Shane.
Is that just ash all over you right there? You didn't shove nothing down in your pants, did you?
No.
All right. Can you turn around real quick? All right, man. You cool. I'm not gonna mess with your shoes. They're nice and clean.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's nothing real big. I'm gonna wait for this other officer to get here, and then we'll finish everything else out, okay? Even if there was more, and if it was like right on the line, I'll still work in your favor just because you're being decent. I try not to push it too much unless somebody's giving me a hard time.
So, question, because I just had an order. I'm actually looking for a job.
Okay.
Do you know any jobs out here hiring so I wouldn't have to come in from the city to the county back and forth every day?
Like, are you trying to
Find somewhere out here.
2105 extra thing? You're trying to find a way to stay out here?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know a lot of people get, I don't know what your qualifications are. A lot of people go over here to Kohl's Distribution. Yeah, or Rite Aid, which is up in Aberdeen. It's still not too far.
So, the Kohl's is the one right here off Hanson Road.
Yeah, but around that area. It's actually off of Trimble Road at 24, right at that intersection.
Yeah.
I just know a lot of people get jobs there. They're always looking for people.
So that's kind of like the best favor for like doing something quick just to get a.
Yeah, maybe just to get in and get a foothold. That way you get some money coming in, and then if you get familiar with the area, you can start looking at other places. I mean, it's just something off the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know any other places in particular that hire. I mean, they're probably just. Each business probably does its own thing. You just kind of have to look into classifieds or something. You know what I mean? I just know that a lot of people get jobs there. They're always trying to get more people, and they always get rid of the people that are problems. And then same thing up at Rite Aid. The big warehouses. So that's just 2 places for look. Where are you looking to move?
I'm actually trying to move in with my baby mother.
Okay.
But I don't want to move in, and I'm not paying her or helping out with the bills and everything. It's kind of be too much on her.
Yeah.
I'm out here just having a baby, so it's kind of like,
Where's she live?
Off of County.
Where?
Right there off of, what's that? Ahern Drive.
Ahern?
Ahern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that would be right down the road from Kohl's.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, that's something where I'm looking at that wouldn't be too far.
Yeah. Last thing you want to do is, when you're trying to save money, the last thing you want to do is start spending it all on gas.
Yeah.
So, all right, just hang with him for a second. I'm just going to check the car real quick. Like I said, don't worry about nothing. I mean, if there is more in there, I don't need you to tell me about it. I'm going to check it anyway, and then we'll just get everything out in front of us, and I'll try to work it out for you, okay? Yo.
All right, so this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the traffic stop that the knucklehead got himself stuck his nose into it, and I just left this part. I didn't edit it out because I wanted you guys to see the attitude that the officer had. Now, mind you, after this 24-second video that he posted, he had his subscribers call, email. My God, please. His subscribers left all kind of nasty messages for the police department as well as the individual police officer. Okay? That was like call flooding or whatever you want to call it, guys. But that was totally fucked up, guys. In my opinion, totally fucked up. You see the officer's demeanor there, talking with that young kid who he pulled over for speeding. Now, I've interacted with some officers where from the minute they pulled you over, they talk to you like crap. Guys, did you notice that with this cop? I didn't. He was very nice to the kid. Hey, if I find more weed in there, more than what you told me, we'll work something out. He seemed to, be an easygoing officer. Okay? Now, we're going to see the part where the asshole out of nowhere comes into the picture with his camera phone. Let's check that out now.
4105. Ocean King. Another person's walking up on us now. Can I help you? Can I help you?
What's your name?
You can back up, please.
This is a public sidewalk.
This is a traffic stop. You need to back up.
This is a public sidewalk.
You can't walk up behind us.
On the sidewalk. Hey, listen.
Back up.
Listen, you don't know me.
Back up.
You don't know me.
I'm telling you to back up.
Like you.
I'm telling you to back up.
I don't care. Who do you think?
Back up.
Millions of people watch.
Back up. I'm telling you. Yes. Back up.
You gonna tase me?
Yes. Back up.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Back up.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
This is a traffic stop. You do not belong here.
I am far away. I have a right to film the police. The
You can
Supreme
go over
Court-
there.
the Supreme
You're
Court has
interrupting.
given me- No, I'm not.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
All right, so how many times did he tell the Long Island Audit to stop, back up, you're too close, and so on? At least 3 times. At least 3 times. And you see him. He wants to insert himself right on top of the officer. We've seen it when he goes to city halls. When he's told to do something that he's not allowed to do something or whatever. Fuck you. I don't believe in your rules. They don't apply to me. I'm going to do what I want to do. I see the same shit here. Same attitude. Fuck you. I'm going to get close enough to where I feel comfortable taking the recording, no matter how you feel. I have every right to record you. You heard that come out of his mouth. Now, mind you, listen, guys, you got to put yourself in the officer's shoes. Nowadays, people don't got no respect. I've even heard stories on the news where police officers have pulled somebody over, and immediately the person he pulled over shoots him. You don't know what that guy's. You're doing a job, okay? You're doing your job. You pull somebody over. You don't know if that guy is armed. You don't know what kind of intentions that guy is. He playing with a full deck until you get into a little conversation with them and see where their frame of mind is at. You don't know what's going on. Long Island Audit. He doesn't know what's going on here. You know, all of a sudden, listen, guys, so you guys know, I like the ideal of cop watching. I truly do. I honestly feel that the cops would say, hold on, before I violate somebody's rights or before I do something stupid, wait up, because the public is now watching us and so on. It keeps the bad cops in check, let's say. That's my opinion, okay? I like cop watching. But my understanding of cop watching, my understanding is standing on the sideline, out the way, and documenting what's going on. These guys want to be right up on them. I don't know where the hell they get this 10-foot shit, but they feel that 10 foot is the legal limit for them to be recording from them. 10 feet. Guys, 10 feet. That's like right on top of them, guys. Come on. The officer doesn't know these cop watchers. For all they know, this could be the guy's friend in the car. Want to do some harm, jump him or whatever the case may be. Okay? So you got to look at everything, the big picture here. Okay? Long Island Audit, all he's thinking about is making a video so he can make a buck. Okay? He's not looking at the big picture. Told, I don't know, 3 times, back up. You heard the officer also give him an ultimatum. You can go over to a different location over to the side there and record from there. But the officer did not feel comfortable with him being on top of him the way he wanted to be on top of him. That's not cop watching to me. That's becoming an obstacle. That's becoming an obstacle, guys. Let's continue with the video.
You're under arrest.
Sir?
You're under arrest for hindering. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Turn around and
I'm
put your
walking
hands
on a sidewalk.
I'm telling you right now, bud. Put your hands behind your back.
All right, listen.
Don't reach in your pockets. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir, I'm not interfering with anything, sir. Sir, I'm not interfering with anything. I'm on a sidewalk.
You're under arrest. I told you.
For what?
Hindering.
Sir, I was on the sidewalk.
You can let go of this.
I was on the sidewalk.
You can let
sir.
go of this. Everything's being audio-visually recorded, okay?
Sir. Okay,
This is going to go in your pocket for the time
Sir,
being.
I'm on the sidewalk, sir. And sir, listen to me. Listen to me.
Dispatch. Can you open up a separate card for hindering and mark 1095 here?
For what?
Start me,
You're
supervisor,
making a big
please.
mistake. You guys are making a big. I'm on a sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk, sir. I'm allowed to walk on the sidewalk.
Told you we're in the middle of the traffic
But I'm walking on a sidewalk, sir. I'm walking on the public sidewalk. Can I speak to a sergeant?
Yeah, they're coming. You're going to have a seat right here on the curb. Have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you hang with him? Let me finish this up here. What's that?
Sergeant coming, sir?
Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, I know, but He's fine right here. You have your in-car on?
Yeah, I think it's gonna reach from here.
The mic? Okay, well, I don't want to up here with this guy.
Can I let you know something?
Good.
I just want to let you know that what I do for a living, I'm a constitutional activist.
Okay.
And what I do is I film the police.
Okay.
From publicly accessible areas.
You can stand over there and film us from the front. You cannot walk up. Listen to me. Listen to me.
I was going that way. You didn't.
No. You walked up behind us, and when I told you to back up, you're telling me this is a sidewalk. No, you can't get this
I'm
close.
walking down that way.
When the police are conducting an investigation. No, you don't understand.
I do this for a living, sir. I really listen.
Okay, but I'm explaining it to you.
I just want to tell you, millions of people see my videos, sir. I'm telling you, you can look it up. It's called Long Island Audit. I'm from New York.
It makes no difference to me about the videos. Listen to me.
No, I'm not saying that.
Do you want me to explain to you?
Yes.
Okay. Maryland and the Hartford County Sheriff's Office, which I am, a Hartford County Sheriff's Office deputy, okay? We will allow you to video. I don't care if you're standing over in the parking lot where I can see you, away from the traffic stop. But as soon as we do a traffic stop or any other type of investigation, we drop a bubble on the area that we're in. You're not walking up behind me.
No, I wasn't trying.
No. You walked from over there to right here. You're not walking up. Listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're not going to get the full answer unless you just stop.
I'm going to listen to you, sir.
You walked from that car over there, this direction, right behind my truck, to the back corner of my truck.
That's why
right here. Okay? And I told you no.
That's why I recorded.
I said back up.
I wasn't.
Okay, you don't want to listen. So we'll go ahead and charge, okay? And then you can.
Listen,
no, it's not. Come on, you're under arrest.
Sir.
You're under arrest.
Sir, don't listen to me. All right. That's what you want to do, sir. I mean,
that's not what I want to do, but you didn't want to listen to me. You wanted to argue with me to the point where I had to take my taser out because you didn't want to stop approaching us.
Sir, listen. How about you let me go my way,
no.
and we're not gonna.
Nope.
And we're not gonna.
You're going to jail. Okay. That's it. I'm not messing around with it, man. Because I believe in your rights. Listen to me. I believe in your.
I'm standing for the Constitution, sir. I got sergeants, lieutenants who have my back. I got county officials in my.
I don't care.
And sir,
you're not going to walk up behind me like that.
I didn't. I had no ill intent.
You took my whole attention away from this stop over here.
I'm sorry for doing that, but
this is our business. Who is that guy right there?
I'm apologizing.
Who is that?
I'm apologizing.
I don't care about your apology. You are under arrest.
I'm not saying that.
I appreciate that you want to talk about it now.
No, you.
But at the time, you're very confrontational, and it's taking my attention away from this gentleman over here, whom you know nothing about. I pulled my taser because you kept stepping at me, bud.
Okay.
And my attention's over here.
Okay.
All right. They're coming. I apologize, man. Give me 1 second.
All right, guys. So let me add that from the minute he gets handcuffed to where you see him sitting down there on the sidewalk, copping a plea like the bitch he is, he edited out of his video, guys. He took this clip out of his video that he has posted on his channel. At this very moment, if you don't believe me, go on his channel, look it up. It's the only 24-second video on his channel. Check it out. He cut this little portion out. Why? He didn't want his subscribers to see him cop a plea like the bitch that he is. Let me show you what he did post with the video, the 24-second video that he added. Let me show you what he added there.
This video depicts the moments leading up to my illegal arrest by Sheriff Deputy Jackson Shield 603. I will release cruiser camera footage and any additional footage when I have it. I firmly believe the result in this case will be in my favor. First, I was a good 50 feet away when the deputy called out to me, which is why I walked up to him. Second, keep in mind that at no time during the encounter was I within 15 feet of the traffic stop standing on a public sidewalk. Third, when he pulls his taser and points it at me, air quotes, excessive force, I do take a few steps back. And because I wouldn't leave the screen, I was now 20 feet from where he arrested me. I think the body cam footage, which I encourage everyone to watch, shows that I broke no law and that deputy used excessive force, didn't attempt any de-escalation, and illegally arrested me, violating my constitutional rights, which is a federal felony. Will be going to FBI. Will update every step of the way. I will not take any plea deal, ever. I didn't break the law. Thanks, everyone, for the support. It's appreciated. Feel free to email me with any questions or advice. I receive many emails of support from you guys, and I answer every one of them. You all are greatly appreciated. Donations to fight this injustice are greatly appreciated. I appreciate all the calls and emails of support to the Harford County Sheriff's and District Attorney's Office. Keep it up.
All right, well, there you go. That's what he included in his 24-second video, guys, okay? Asking his subscribers, okay, after painting himself to look like the victim, asking his subscribers to make the phone calls, emails, call flooding, okay? Plain and simple. And his subscribers did it, guys. They went overboard. They sent harassing emails, phone calls, and I think I've even heard threats were made to the officer. Guys, some of these subscribers are not playing with a full deck. But I will say they went overboard. They're showing their freedom fighter all the support he can get. Then they find out that, oh, here he is making deals to get out of going to jail. Shit that he never spoke about. How did they find out, guys? Not through him. He sure as hell didn't approach his subscribers and tell them what he was doing. They had to find out through people like what I am doing, okay, exposing these assholes and throwing it on the internet, okay? The Sheriff's Department took it upon themselves after finding out that this asshole was putting on videos to make them look like the bad guys. Oh, he wants to play dirty, let's fight dirty with dirty. And they threw their part in there. Let's show you that. Let's show you that.
On May 4th of this year, 2 of our deputies were conducting a traffic stop on Route 40 in Joppa when an individual who identifies himself as a constitutional activist purposefully and deliberately approached our deputies from behind and under the cover of darkness. A short 24-second clip of a cell phone video capturing the incident and arrest posted online by that individual generated public attention back in May. As sheriff, I responded publicly with our own body camera video of the encounter so the public could see the event in an unbiased and unedited manner. In my initial statement, I said we would conduct a thorough investigation into the incident, and that process has been ongoing since May 4th. In the meantime, the criminal case against the defendant in the courts has now concluded, with this defendant entering into an agreement with the state's attorney to avoid a criminal conviction through diversion. As part of the agreement, this defendant will perform 10 hours of community service here in our county. He has apologized in a written letter to the involved deputy for his actions, admitted to the wrongfulness of his actions, and apologized to creating a situation that put the safety of individuals and police at risk. He has also withdrawn his formal complaint against the deputy. With the decision of the defendant to withdraw his complaint, this administrative investigation will now be closed. Although the defendant was not interviewed as of the complaint being withdrawn, I will offer that our Office of Professional Standards did not identify any violation of policy or law during the already completed work of the administrative investigation. To once again be clear, as your sheriff, I respect and value a citizen's First Amendment right, as do the members of this agency, but no one should believe this is the same as being able to say and do whatever you might want. Just like you cannot shout fire in a crowded theater, individuals are not permitted to interfere in the duties of our deputies or police officers in general. There is a fine line to be sure, but sadly a line the defendant in this case decided to cross, a line he himself admits he crossed. With that said, there are a couple of points I do feel are important to note. First and foremost, for anyone who watched the release footage, at no time during the incident did our deputy ever mention the fact that the defendant was videoing. Why? Because the deputy didn't care if his actions were video recorded. We utilize in-car camera and body-worn cameras that record citizen contacts already. In addition, our personnel, including this deputy, are recorded by citizens frequently. That is not why this defendant was arrested, and at no time was he ever told he was being arrested for recording. In fact, an alternate location was suggested that would allow the defendant to capture the entire incident on video while not interfering with the traffic stop. something this individual readily admits he should have done. This individual was placed under arrest after refusing to obey the orders of the deputy to move back and hindering the deputy in the performance of his lawful duties. A minute ago, I mentioned the line that the defendant crossed. Even though the formal letter of apology was just received, I have no doubt that even the defendant realized he was overstepping going back to the initial night. On May 4th, right after he was arrested, the defendant repeatedly apologized to the deputy for his actions and asked to be released. This was something that he did not share when he released his initial 24-second video. In a second video he released in early May, which utilized some of our body camera footage, once again, the defendant decided to omit his apology to our deputy. I can only assume these actions were done so that his followers wouldn't see his apology for themselves, and sadly, this led to many hateful, threatening, and derogatory calls, emails, and messages being sent to our office and to the deputy himself. This, too, is something the individual also now apologizes for the collateral consequences that have impacted the deputy and his family for just doing his job. To close, I would like to thank our Harford County community for their patience and understanding while we allowed these investigations to be afforded the necessary time to be conducted in a thorough manner and allowed the criminal justice system to perform its function. Sadly, this is all too often not the case in so many communities across this country. I would also like to reiterate my appreciation to the men and women of the Sheriff's Office and those in law enforcement across this country for the great work they do every single day.
Oh, there you go, guys. He got caught red-handed, guys. Can you imagine what his subscribers felt when they saw this video of the sheriff making that statement there? After they done call flooded, they sent harassing emails, threatening the officer and so on. After they went overboard for their freedom fighter, freedom fighter is out there making deals with them. Oh my God, that's when I thought that was it. He's done. He just got caught in a major lie. He can forget about it. Hang up the camera. He is done. But guys, his subscribers are so naive, so blurred their vision, their thoughts, everything. It's like their hatred for our government, their hatred for our law enforcement officer, it just overrides the fact that they just caught their freedom fighter in a lie. Hey, and they still kissing his ass. But let's show you the apology letter, guys. The bitch that he is. And that'll be it for me, guys. You believe what you guys want to believe, but I'm telling you, over the years, well, I can't say years because he ain't been doing this shit too long, but he has learned how to use that camera as well as his mouth to instigate shit. Okay? He's a very disobedient SOB, and I truly hope his day will come when that case is done with in Danbury, Connecticut. I truly hope he is found guilty and given time. No more deals with this asshole. That shit don't help nobody. He'll be back out there again doing his bullshit. Give him some time. That'll give him some time to think and bring him back into reality. The YouTube fame, the money has gone to his head, and that it is. Check out the apology letter, guys, and hey, I'll see you guys when I see you.
Jackson, I would like to sincerely apologize to you for the incident that occurred the night of May 5th, 2021. After careful reflection of the events that transpired, I now see that my actions were misguided. I want you to know that I take full responsibility for those actions. I fully understand your response to my actions that night. I now realize that a traffic stop presents a safety concern for law enforcement and that you have a responsibility to secure said traffic stop. I can now see you didn't violate my First Amendment rights as you offered for me to film from another location nearby. This is just priceless. I mean, I don't think he cares, but I'll continue. I also would like to apologize for any collateral consequences that have negatively affected your family. Yeah, after you directed your followers to harass them. I can promise you that never was my intention or desired outcome. I want you to know I am a true believer in our constitutional rights that are afforded to us in this great country that we both love. I believe they should be appreciated every day. I can now see that if I had simply moved to another location, this could have all been avoided. I am a big believer in accountability, and I accept I should have made better choices. My goal with my platform is to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the public, not lengthen it. I understand my behavior did not bridge that gap, but I write this letter with the intention and hope that I may right the wrong and begin to bridge that gap once again. I will never stop peacefully exercising my constitutional rights, but going forward, I will do so in a way that does not put the safety of law enforcement or the public at risk. That is not why I do what I do. My intention is to limit risk through accountability and transparency. Lastly, I appreciate the fact that you are in agreement to resolve this case by way of diversion. It shows that you as well are trying to bridge the gap, and I truly appreciate it. Stay safe out there, and God bless. Sean Paul Reyes.